from last week.
Yeah, no, we don't. I don't know if we have it loaded in yet. Hello.
Oh, there's no intro.
No.
How's it
I
going?
didn't even know we were recording.
We're
It
live.
says live at the top of the screen,
We're
Drew.
live.
I don't know how to read English words.
I can't read.
Wait, you do a raw rundown every week. How the fuck?
I got AI in my ear.
It's written. It's shorthand.
Shh.
What's up, everybody? How's it going, guys?
Where are we live? Right now.
We're live on the interwebs.
I think
I
I'm in a
know
library.
Yeah. So, how's it going, everybody? As you can see, three of us are here. Joe is not here. Joe.
That's who's missing.
You're going to be able to catch Joe through here on a feed on Saturday because we don't know what's actually happening in wrestling right now. We know what's supposed to happen, but we don't know if it's going to happen. If you've been following just any events, in the world, it's kind of not safe to go to the Middle East right now, especially for Americans.
Or probably ever.
Is Night of Champions happening? What? SmackDown and Night of Champions is supposed to take place in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. What do you guys think?
I think safety be damned, it's happening.
So see,
not worth it.
I don't know how it works. Like, do they just pay them a stupid amount of money to do it? Or are they like, hey, we're going to pay you, but we want to see this person, this person, and this person, and this person in some capacity? And then what if those people are like, I don't want to fucking go over there right now because fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Like, I partially assume it's like, hey, here's a lot of money, but in return for all this fucking money, you need to promise us or guarantee us these 6 wrestlers.
I think I read that Saudi Arabia pays them $50 million per event, which is why we've seen like more than one a year as of recent. So it's kind of wild.
50 million. Jesus.
Yeah, and let's be
What
honest.
is wrong with
If you
people?
know anything about Saudi Arabia and how much money they have,
I know they're
that's literally nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
The government's like, oh, you need 50. Okay.
Yeah.
The fuck can't we be like that? I want 50 million. I need some shit.
Eat the rich, bro, and that's all I'm gonna get.
Eat the rich, bro.
Eat the rich.
All right, Vince
That's
Russo.
all I'm gonna get in the politics. All right, that's that.
I mean, I don't know. Like, cannibalism's kind of rough. Tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cheetos, maybe?
What's one time?
Is he rich?
What's one?
Ish.
Do you gain like powers? Like when you eat like a thing's heart, you gain that.
I don't know if
powers?
I'd want any of their powers.
No,
I mean, we could have money.
that's
Yeah.
true.
If money's
I mean,
power, yeah.
There are a few like honest rich people out there, people that literally started with nothing and made a lot of money. Like to me, that's like somebody that
I'm
But the rest
actually
of the
not
folk,
Yeah, I'm not against people like doing that either. I'm not against people being like super rich. I'm against wealth hoarding.
being a wealth whore. Oh,
know.
hoarding. Sorry.
Yeah, with a D.
That
with a
hoard.
D.
Duh. Yes, wrestling. I don't know, man. I don't think it. I don't think it should happen.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Honestly, like it's too risky. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not just like a little like, oh no, somebody doesn't like CM Punk because he wore I don't know. You know what I mean? Something stupid like that. It's literally like you bombed the shit out of this place, and now they're fucking pissed. Don't send anybody that's not of this country over here. Hey, let's send people not of this country over there real quick.
And they know they're going to be there.
Yeah. Oh, Christ, yes.
Impact, if they wanted to start a war, attacking a live WWE event would be the way to do it.
Make the statement, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to stir up politics. I'm just saying it's dangerous. I'm agreeing with Todd. It's dangerous. They shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I mean?
it's.
I don't think they should do it, but like I said,
Yeah, we're all in agreement. It shouldn't happen.
And there are numerous
Either
reports
way-
of people like production crew that's gone over there ahead of time that is
Yeah.
stuck at a fucking whatever Qatar airport or
Qatar.
whatever the fuck the
Qatar.
Qatar.
Oh yeah.
Qatar.
So it's like, so look, you already have people that are fucking stuck there.
Yeah.
To literally send that many more people to be in the same city, it's like lemmings. Like, oh look, they're fucked. Let's go fuck with them. Like, look, we're fucked too. And then all of a sudden you have what, fucking 100 some odd people stuck overseas. Who the
Yikes.
fuck's gonna do your wrestling shows? You gonna bring back like Eugene and shit? Like, who's gonna, like fucking Gilbert? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I don't.
Get Vince Russo on the phone.
Oh Lord, no! He'll just say "bro" a million times. Fucking idiot.
So we will carry on here as if it's going to happen.
All right, my wayward
because, I
son.
guess, the money rules, and it going to. So we got to go to SmackDown, where
Do we?
obviously the most important thing that happened was the ending, where we see Cena put Punk through the table and then hits him with his own version of Fight Club. Did you
See,
gentlemen watch this?
I did not see that because I wanted to go play video games with my friends. So that's what I opted to do because I didn't know it was going to happen. Every time I stop watching, something happens. I stopped watching, the Wyatts came back twice. I watched and I'm like, cool. And then I'm like, video games and pot. And then, yeah, Cena does that shit. And I'm like, okie doke, Cardona.
What were you playing? Wait.
GTA maybe?
Oh, nice. I've been stuck on Jedi Survivor for
Great game.
a while. It's been out
Drew-
for a couple of years, but I finally just started playing it.
Did
Drew,
you
we
die?
got to play GTA sometime.
Yeah. I agree. I'm ranking up.
Jedi Survivor and the other one, Fallen Order, are amazing games. Period.
Yeah.
Jedi.
So, did you go back and watch it?
I watched it.
I've watched it through a series of clips on fucking Facebook, basically.
So, what do you think, Drew? Like, Drew, what do you think?
I thought it was cool. It was a nice callback. The names that he dropped, it was kind of cool to hear him say other wrestlers that aren't there.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I don't know why that stuck out the most, but I feel like some of it was a little forced, but I mean, it's kind of fitting the narrative. It's like hitting all the like major plot points from his career. This is like a career retrospect now at this point, even if things are like flip flopped. So it was really cool. I enjoyed it. I'll give it an A.
Yeah.
To piggyback off Drew, which Drew, next time, like whenever I meet you, I want to piggyback ride.
No problem.
Sweet. I'm kind of fat, so I might kill you. But regardless, I liked that he called them out, but used their like current names.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, hey, fucking Cesaro, and hey, fucking Ryder, like.
Who
was the other one?
Claudio, Matt Cardona, and who was the other one?
Nick Nemeth,
Nick
Oh,
Nemeth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ziggler. So,
Yeah,
Ohio guy.
That's what was cool. He didn't just, not even just AEW. That's AEW, TNA, and then just literally every indie.
Yeah.
Is he like Cardona's like the indie guy, going wherever he wants. So like that he hit every level. I like Drew's like assessment of saying like the flip of everything of how Punk did it, and to flip it back the other way and hit it in Cena's own style of stuff, but then to add his own flavor to it.
Yeah.
I think it's really good that Cena's already like an established actor now too. I think part of that played such a good thing, and I don't know. It was fun to watch. What was honestly equally as fun was like some of the camera angles. It's like they only had him, right? But when they came out and they had Punk and he was laying, after he'd been laying there for a while, and like he said something, and he'd go, "Yeah." He was still just laying there, put through the table, like he was reacting to what he was saying, but he was just like, "Yeah, but I can't get up."
Yeah, he was there for a while. That
He
had to
sure
have been
was, like,
really
10 minutes,
uncomfortable.
10 or 11
It,
minutes.
it was just funny. It was very
Talk about a great sell.
yeah, it was very Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can I stop selling now? Like, you know, it was very that, but it was so good between the two of them. I do wish still that as much as I'm enjoying Cena's heel run, is things happened a little bit different, and that him and Punk were actually like tag champs at some point through this run, because that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Actually, they could still do it.
I was gonna say there's still time.
They could still do
It's
it.
wrestling.
I saw like somebody was like, it's gonna be fun to see CM Punk of all people pull Cena back to being a face before he's done, and I was like, is that who they're gonna use to do that? Like,
Probably. It'd make the most sense.
you know, it's already kind of happened a little bit. Like they were chanting, you know, in the beginning, it's like they were chanting Punk. By the end, they were chanting Cena. You know? And
Yeah, but they're all
that's
trendy.
you know, that was
That's just two really good established wrestlers. That's
Yeah.
all I can really say.
They've been around for so long.
So let me ask this question. We all know that Cena's gonna win. Like, it's obvious.
Yeah.
If this event was held in the States, do you think Punk would win it? Because for them to let Punk win that over there, people would be so pissed.
Riot. There would be,
Because that's something you want to see. And I'm sorry, but that's a fucking should be done in the United States. It needs to be done. It needs to be Punk taking it off of Cena, because that would just be the ultimate everything of it. So I really feel like, you know, Cena's going to win for that fact, but it's like, if it was here, would it be different? Would this be Punk taking it?
Be. I mean, if it weren't, if he used to win, if they go there, he wins, and he wins that there, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Chicago on fire for.
Also,
you know
what the fuck
Like,
are they
I'm not
doing
trying
with
to be
Alexa
like,
Bliss now?
That's wild. Like, you know, what?
What are they doing with Bliss? Like, they brought her back and everybody was so excited, and then it's just been like shit on her. Like, oh, okay, you make it this far? Oh, Asuka beats you.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
They're doing it. They're doing it with a lot. I was talking to, I think I was talking to Joe on the phone.
Joe's a slut.
In between shows, and we were talking about something like that, and then another person, and I think I said something about like Rusev. And,
Yeah, he's
And who else came back? Who else was somebody who came from AEW? Who's the other
Starks.
Aleister Black.
Oh, Aleister Black. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, it's like I guess Aleister Black's isn't his story isn't as bad, because when he's been showing up, it's been useful and it's been good, but it just hasn't been enough. But here come, so those three are really good, you know, examples to use. For when I said to Joe, I go, what in the Vince McMahon is going on? Right? Because it's like, what you have three people you know are over. People love these people. They love these wrestlers. And they all come back, two from another company and one from injury. Or not injury, sorry. One from, you know, I'm sorry, I was thinking Liv Morgan. There's another thing that sucks. And nothing. It's just like, they're just there. You have to capitalize on them coming back. Nobody knows more about capitalizing on a comeback than Triple H. One of the greatest returns to TV that anyone has ever seen. He left a heel in the 2-man power trip, and people either loved or hated, right? They either loved or absolutely hated that, right? I loved it, right? Absolutely loved it. But when he came back, the play, you could feel the energy through the TV. It was insane.
I remember where I was at for that.
It was insane.
I was in New Jersey.
So good. You were in Jersey?
Ew. Why the fuck were you there?
My dad
Smells
was
to high
stationed
hell
there for 2.5 years.
I'm sorry.
Years too long.
So yeah, they're just not capitalizing on a lot of stuff, you know.
Well, and it was shitty because like I'm pretty sure like when Alexa returned for the Rumble, you know, I'm not sure on this. I know she got like the biggest pop of the night.
Sure.
But then they started doing stuff, you know, when she was whatever, and they did like QR code and shit with her again, like Wyatt's, and then like she went away, and then like that just stopped. And it's like the only thing you can do with her right now is fucking make her part of the Wyatt Six, like because she still has that kind of persona going about her. She still has the doll. She still dresses like that. I mean, she always wears the Fiend jacket, like, I don't know if you guys saw the clip from Fanatics where she came out with somebody that was dressed like Bray. Well, like, yeah, fucking whatever.
Alexa had her mini me with her.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's all fucking weird and it sucks. Like, and yeah, definitely Rusev is the other one. Now Rufus and Sheamus. Ooh, wait, that hasn't been done before.
Also, like. So, I'm sorry. I don't care. I want. If we're gonna use Rusev, let's use Rusev. Sheamus, does he have anything left in the tank? Does he have anything left to prove? Is he Grand Slam?
No.
He's not Intercontinental.
He's IC title short.
Yeah, so he needs that, which he deserves that. Like,
inject him into that, for the love of God.
They gave him the Braun Strowman treatment. You know,
and he ain't gonna beat Dom either. That's the problem. They put it on Dom, and Dom's got a fucking rocket attached to him.
Yeah. They strapped a rocket on that kid's ass.
No matter what he does.
Yeah.
Dude, he's stupid over.
He's currently untouchable.
Yes.
And you know why? Because I think people love the fact that he was a heel who did a heel turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how often have we seen that? Like a heel turn. That's amazing. That's you see that once in a generation.
Well, now it's like, what are they going to do with what's her face? Not
Who's
Roxanne,
what's her face?
The other one.
Raquel.
The Judgment. Yeah, like lives out. You're honestly, other than being a tag team partner with Liv, you're just kind of
it sounds like she'll get relegated. No offense to SmackDown in that women's division. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
And then she'll get lost in obscurity.
Now Dom also has an injury. They need to just stop the Judgment Day stuff. Is what really.
Well,
what did Dom do? What's his injury?
For so long, I feel like
I'm not sure.
About to get what they want.
That was what messed me up the other day because I was too tired when I looked at my phone, and I thought it said Night of Champions canceled.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh shit! They just.
I wanted to respond and be like, "No, it's not."
Cancel it, and then I was like, "Oh, my bad. I'm tired." It just says Night of Champions match canceled. My bad. That was real funny. In the.
But they replaced that already.
With what? Was that the Goldberg match?
I thought it was the Raquel match.
No,
Raquel and Rhea.
That's
they're going to be a street fight.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
I'm okay with that. Anytime you get Mommy on there and Raquel, like, physical, like.
I mean, yeah, you're talking.
Rhea, I'm just.
Two of the of the 5 strongest people, or 5
For
strongest
sure.
women on the roster, right there.
But Raquel's wrestling is sloppy.
It's not good. You're right.
It's not.
That's the shitty part. That's what I mean. So you have like
Her
Rhea.
strength, yeah, her strength is way up, but her wrestling skills are like she's at near the top.
Where like Rhea's
It's
like
not at the
both
top.
fucking like up there. Like
If you look on the back of their cards, their statistics, Rhea is like a plateau, where
Yeah.
Raquel's is like a plummet.
Yeah, strength, way up. You know what I mean?
But you gotta have people like that too, because that's it's all part of the circus shtick and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So,
you know what else you gotta have?
I thought you were gonna say Faith and then play Limp Bizkit's cover of.
Oh, that would have been good.
I remember the first time I heard that song back in 1990 something.
Yeah.
No, it was. My brother saw him on Warped Tour and was like, "Hey, you like Korn? Listen to this."
Wow,
And I'm
they
like,
were on
"What's
Warped
this?"
Tour?
That was their first tour back in the 90s. He was like, "Dude, this."
Where I was the first time I heard that because they was on TV, and
Was
I
in
was just
Japan.
standing in my parents' living room, and my mom goes, "What the hell is this?"
It's Fred
She
Durst.
knows-
He's the voice of a generation, Mom.
Dude. She knows Faith by
Oh yeah, the $3 bill, y'all. Fucking
So
to this
good.
day, love that CD.
So
like
good.
forever
It is a good one.
and ever. And they just did Breaker's new song, correct?
They're
Limp
going
Bizkit?
to, yeah.
They're going to, or they did. I don't know.
Is it already done? I
It might be done.
don't really remember hearing Braun Breaker's music anymore.
That's true because he usually comes out with Seth.
Exactly.
They're like, "Hey, Limp Bizkit, let's do a song for this wrestler that we'll never use because he's in us."
Or they're telling us this is long-term storytelling, and when he breaks from the group, they'll have his music intro will be Limp Bizkit.
It'll
like
be
2
all
years
about the
from now.
Nookie. He came out to that shit, dude. I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah.
Just the chorus, like not even like the beginning of it, because the beginning of it's a pretty fucking ill intro. But
Dom
if he
should
just
come
came
out
out to the chorus, like,
Dom should come out to that for sure.
or if they bring back Val Venus, and he should come out to that.
Actually, I just saw a picture of him. I can't believe how old he looks.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him too with a shirt
not-
on that I kind of want to punch him in the throat for.
Yeah, because he's
Oh,
not
no.
that old.
What's that?
I don't feel like he's that old to look that old. And I know wrestlers.
He's not that old to look that old.
You know what I mean? I know how wrestlers, how some wrestlers age. Like I know, but
Steroids. What?
facts. So Drew, do you
Steroids
have a,
and porn.
rundown
Drew,
for us?
Raw the rundown.
All right. This week, the Raw Rundown. We were in the happiest place on earth, Columbus, Ohio. OH. Take that, state up north. Anyways, we had an opening with Seth. We have pretty much the best openings when we have Seth and the Oracle talking now, which love that. It's an A. It's fine. They did everything they need to do. They hit on every point ever, and they're good. There's really no reason to talk about it other than that. Then we had Penta versus Braun Breaker. And here's my assessment of this match. You botch a spot. It doesn't matter. Breaker's winning this match anyways, and he ended up winning that match. Then we had Dirty Dom ducking the Phenomenal One. I don't know. Is that injury legit? We'll find out. Then we had the New Day has a match because it's official, and it's against the Judgment Day. Which, are they going to break up or what? What are we doing here? Bill Goldberg interview. Wake me up when Goldberg ends. That's all I'm going to say about that. Finn, the motivator? What is this? I love this Finn. He's trying to get everybody on board. They're like, rain clouds and everything. He's like, no, it's rainbows and puppy dogs. Come on, let's get back on track. But we know, Finn. We know what you're doing. And I love it. Then we had Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez. Bayley and Lyra are cool now. That's not a hint of what's going to happen later from that backstage segment. Then we had Roxanne playing cat and mouse with the powerhouse Jade. Then Jade pulls out the hard-fought victory and faces Asuka Saturday night. But before she leaves, she gets faced off with Asuka herself. And I'm not going to lie, where my heart is a little bit, Japan, I'm pulling for Asuka. So then backstage with Alpha Academy, if that's what I don't remember what they're called. They were the Alpha Babes or whatever. And Sheamus and Rusev are still pushing their feud. That's cool. We were talking about that earlier, how nobody cares about that. Still don't. Then we had Gunther come out, and boy, was he heated on this segment. Holy crap. He gave a very furious promo that I was enamored with. I need more of this Gunther. I love this Gunther. Oh, also, I love that he said Goldberg is a 58-year-old one-trick pony who can't tie Gunther's boots. It's a great promo, and I agree with it. I don't think Goldberg's ever had anything in the tank. Bill Goldberg. Then we had Karrion Kross getting to Sammy and touches a nerve. Then he decks Karrion Kross, but we all know that he's playing right into Karrion Kross's plan because they got him. Then we had Bayley versus Becky in the Intercontinental Championship match. Becky out here looking like a Vulcan from Star Trek. Did you see how far they pulled her hair back? She's like, live long and prosper if I can breathe long enough. And then we had Lyra come out. What the fuck? You're trying to help Bayley and you ruined it. I think we got a triple threat match loading up right here. Then we had Gable backstage. He runs into Penta after he gives Ivy Niles some prep talk, which I don't think she was really having none of that. But then the funniest segment of the night, when Penta goes, shut up, and then he takes him out, was hilarious if you hadn't seen it. Also, they repainted his face from the night before because this was about 2 hours after his match. Then we had Raquel calling out Rhea. Raquel pulls out the Slim Jim table because now everything's got to have a sponsorship. I can't wait to see what they put on a Hammer. And then she almost gets put through it, but Roxanne saves Raquel, and Raquel puts Mommy through the table. Liv is slowly and surely being replaced. And that's all thanks to Finn. Rhea will face Raquel in a street fight. And just like they keep pushing this thing with Adam Pearce, it's official. And then we had Cody versus Jey Uso. Wasn't really feeling this match. It felt kind of lame. There's not a lot on the line. They're too buddy-buddy. And then they had a handshake. What is this? Ring of Honor? Get out of here. Then we had Cody moving on to the finals of the King of Ring. And we'll see how that goes. Him and Orton, I know they kind of call out that a little bit, but it's not a match I want to see. And that's what happened on Raw.
Bro.
Awesome.
You know who I haven't seen much of lately?
Hogan.
Or heard much of?
Hogan.
Because I don't know if anybody's saying his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause you love London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico.
But he was always popping up like everywhere, and all of a sudden, like I haven't heard shit about him. I enjoyed him. I was like really getting to like his style and shit like that, and all of a sudden, it's just like poof, gone.
That
you
was
see?
another thing. No, go ahead.
Do you see why he changed his look? I don't know what his look was before, but he changed his look to what it is now. He was interviewed, and he was like, I was looking at all the action figures on the shelf, and I thought my look looked pretty lame, so I changed it to what it is today, and I was like, okay, that's kind of smart. I'm not sure it sticks out enough, but that's good. That's good IQ, I think, for that.
When he lost the TNA championship, he should have been gone for. He should have been nowhere for 2-3 weeks max, right? And then somebody, I don't know who, but somebody, like a group of guys, should have been beating the crap out of somebody. And because they've been big on the angles lately, it's like they got the angle like through the ropes. You can see the person's face, but you can see the entranceway. And it's like you're all by yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Who's gonna save you now? And they put the mic in his face, and the person just goes, Joe Hendry. And the music comes on,
His name
falls over.
and he appears.
But
You know
instead
what I
of
mean?
coming out through the entrance, he drops from the top like old style Sting, just
Like Sting. Yeah. It would have been great.
and he pulls off a Joe Hendry mask, and it's Joe Hendry.
He pulls off a Joe Hendry mask and it's Sting.
Then he pulls off the mask and it's
And
me.
it's Joe Hendry.
And then they pull the mask off. It's Old Man Weathers. I got away with it. It wasn't me meddling kids.
I don't know, man. I would think something was seriously wrong with me if all that happened when I was watching it, and probably like end up in like some institution. I'm like, dude, I saw some guy pull 5 faces off, and I don't know that he was an old dude, and he was blaming the fucking Scooby and the gang. Where are my pills? Where are my pills? Like, that's what would happen. I can't. You should have seen me when I was eating mushrooms, tripping face, and watching Family Guy, and it was the first time I saw the peanut butter and jelly one. And all of a sudden, fucking Brian's dancing in that fucking banana suit, and I'm tripping my nuts off. I'm like, where did this come from? Why is he a banana? Like, it was
Why not?
ridiculous. Drugs are fun. So we're going to talk about this shit that may or may not happen on Saturday. Like, actually,
The only thing I'm going to touch on is
me.
How, other than that, is how little everyone,
Oh,
Heyo!
99% of the people,
We are 12.
wants to see Gold. Like,
so here's what's more confusing. I think
I
I said
don't
this in the
understand
chat.
Should ask
is-
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg got a bigger pop than fucking Rusev.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
one-
saying a lot, though. But he actually got like some people like cheering, and Rusev just kind of came out, and people were like, eh. Like,
Yeah.
as
I
much
also
as I
it's
hate Rusev. What's that?
I think it's when too, because when Rusev came back, he came out during a tag team segment to just clean house, and even all of us were going, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
What?
They've
Like,
been using
why?
they've been using him unevenly.
The only person he should have came out in, the only tag team thing he should have been included in should have been New Day, when they were saying that they should have said their name over and over and over, and then boom, Rusev Day should have came out. That's the only tag team he had any business going out against. It made no sense for him to do that, which is why, and I think the whole crowd felt that. Why is Rusev?
Well,
Yeah.
In this segment.
Yeah.
Not just here in general in this segment. But now they've been building for the Goldberg stuff, and then we knew we got our J run cut short. I don't know. Some people were happy to see him. I wasn't. I personally, hindsight being 2020, when he beat Brock for the title, everything that, like, what led up to that and that match were incredible. It was cinema, and they should have left it at that. He should have came back, relinquished the title, retired as champ, and then they had that belt off of Brock for them to do whatever they wanted to then.
Get their reset.
A reset, something, and it would have been great, because the whole, not his promo, your last, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll give you that.
It was perfect. The match was awesome, because it's like everyone's like, Brock's gonna destroy him. He's younger than him. He's 10 years younger than him, and he can actually wrestle twice as long. He can't wrestle. It's known that he
Not
can't
now,
wrestle
but
matches, but he wrestles twice as long easily as Goldberg, and instead, 2 spears and a jackhammer, and it was over. But it was great, because the way they did it, you weren't expecting it. So hindsight being 20, that was fantastic. This is gonna suck. It's gonna suck.
Wasn't his last match like his most recent
Awful.
match, quote unquote, was the Undertaker match, right?
Awful.
Yeah, that's what I
In-
mean. So it's just like,
in
look
Saudi
at that,
Arabia.
like,
And I understand why, if he's gonna come back and wrestle somebody, that why, like Gunther would be the more safe person for him to do that, even than like Jay. But like Gunther is one of those wrestlers who can wrestle anybody, and it will look good whether he's supposed to win or if he's supposed to lose. The most ideal person that this match would be for would actually be Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens can wrestle a mop. And it'd be a 4-star match. He could be half asleep, wrestle a freaking broomstick, and it would be like, you'd be like, this is amazing. I can't believe this is awesome. So yeah, we just from the fandom WWE, this was a big mistake. Nobody needed this. Nobody wanted it. Just no.
Just listening to the promo on Monday night, or the interview on Monday night with him and Michael Cole, is just like,
yeah.
Oh my
if
God!
If he wants to come back and spear someone every now and then, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm still wishing Undertaker would show up more and chokeslam people. He can do that.
Yeah.
Can he, though?
Or just randomly show up when someone wins a championship and ride his bike out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Rhea Ripley.
That makes the most sense in the world. Why wouldn't you do something like that?
It's all right, I guess. It's fine. But all right, you're right.
So going,
right,
hold on.
let's
going
get
back to the Rusev thing, and you guys both know that I hate the whole Rusev Day thing because I think it's just stupid.
Yep.
But if you weren't going to use that, just should have brought him back as Miro. He's not Rusev anymore. He's Miro.
Exactly.
Like he changed that. He changed that persona, that everything about him to Miro, and he came back as Miro under Rusev.
Yeah.
Like
wasn't it like God's chosen one or something like that?
I
don't know if WWE would do that, but
no. If they were smart, they wouldn't. That just needs to not be there. But he didn't come back like his Rusev. If he came back like same song, same everything like that, I think it also would have gotten a different reception. But I felt like they were just like, okay, we're going to bring you back. We're going to call you Rusev, but hey, just still do what you're doing in AEW basically as Miro and just go out there and, you're Rusev. That's what it feels like to me. Like, it just was like, you just should have let him be Miro. Just let him have done that thing. People know who the fuck he is. It's not like they'd be like, oh my God,
you're not tricking anybody.
He looks
anymore,
like
really.
Rusev, but his name is Miro? Oh, like.
Is this like the Elias Ezekiel thing?
That was ridiculous.
Wasn't it? When I talked to him, we shit on that so hard. It was funny.
Oh,
man. You should have heard us. I wish I could have recorded our conversation. It would have been a great interview. Like, we were talking. He was like, I hated this. So I'm like, dude, we all hated it. We all hated it because we felt bad for you.
We felt bad for you. You did the best you could with what they gave you.
Yeah, well, we were watching you. We were with you.
Yeah,
you were going up, and then we were like, what is this?
I still think
it's like enjoying a nice sandwich, and then getting to the end, and and then someone shitting it. You know what I mean?
It's my favorite sandwich. I don't know, man. It's like fucking hearing, talking to Heath Slater that night and actually hearing the fucking I've Got Kids story.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. Like that. I mean, first of all, nicest fucking dude in the world. Like, that guy was so fucking nice.
Yeah.
But just to be like, so where'd that come from? And he's just like fucking. I had Heyman wrote me 3 pages of script and I forgot it all, and that's what I came up with. So that whole thing, he legitimately was like, I forgot the whole script. I said that. So that was legit, the dude just forgetting his promo and just being like, I got kids, and it.
So that's his Austin 316.
Yes,
I got kids.
I've got kids.
Players. Austin 316, 100%.
That's awesome. It's exactly the same.
Because I said to him, I was like, I know probably you've been asked this a million times, dude, but I was like, I got to know the story. But he was so nice about it. He wasn't like, oh my God, he was so fucking nice.
He didn't mind telling us, too, one funny thing he said that cracked up all of us. At that point, there was I think maybe even 10 of us standing around listening to him talk. And he goes, he's like, Adam, or he's Edge. He's like, Edge was like,
Cope,
telling us he told me, come to AEW, man. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a whole lot. It's a whole lot of fun. He goes, it might be a whole lot of fun, but you're Edge. Everyone was dying.
Yeah.
He's like, you're kind of gonna have fun wherever you go.
Yeah. It's a little different.
The way he said it was so great. So
Well, it was just funny too because he's like, "Oh, I was out to dinner with Adam and his wife," and we just kind of looked at him, and he was like, "Edge."
Edge.
You're just like, "Oh yeah." Like, it's just like we were talking to Kayla, and she was like, "Oh yeah, Paul and I'm sorry, Triple H." I'm like, "Dude, you can call him Paul. You've worked,
Call
you've
him
done
Paul.
shows there. Like, call him Paul. Like, that's cool, man. Don't you too humble, Miss Sparks." Like,
all right. So
all right, let's go over this card so I can go to bed.
Onto it. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Are you talking to the bookshelf there, Drew?
Yeah, I was. It's whispering to me. I was like, "Get out of here, kid! You're bothering me."
Fucking weird, dude. You might want to like who you
It's
gonna
what's
call.
in my
like,
dream.
All right.
All right, Garrett.
Sami versus Karrion.
TikTok, baby. Karrion Kross.
That's a match at Night of Champions.
What it says here.
Oh. You know what? I kind of hope Karrion wins. Nothing against Sammy, but I think it'd be nice to see that dude fucking win some shit.
Didn't Night of Champions used to only be
champion matches? Yeah, that's the point of Night of Champions.
Yep.
Like,
it's like the draft, but yet nobody fucking follows it.
Right. I mean, I understand if they had to cancel IC title because of that. That's fine. You have tag champs.
Yeah. You have so many fucking championships at this point. Put every fucking champ on the goddamn card.
Bring your NXT champion.
Exactly. Bring TNA
see, that's what it's supposed to be.
Triple A champions. You literally have so many belts to choose from, and you give us non-title matches. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like I'm still not okay. Before we go any further, I'm still not okay with the King of the Ring stuff not being its own event.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it really should be.
I want qualifiers to be during the regular shows.
Now,
but then one night is, however, even if it's like, okay, you were in the semifinals, then you wrestle one match, you win, then you're in, like, if there's two, however they're gonna do it.
I don't even mind if they do it all in one night, right? But the first match is like a fatal 4-way to get in. Like, I liked that part. I thought that was a little bit nice and different. I would be okay if they did that too. But yeah, I'm with you. Put it all in one night. Come on.
I mean, I love Sammy more than most people probably should. I need him to get a title win. But I honestly think at this point, Karrion needs this win more. Because he's been denied his push. So, Todd?
Oh, with Karrion. I said as much as I love Sammy, I want Karrion to win something.
Yeah, I do. I love Sammy. He might have my favorite music right now. I love his music.
Yeah.
Rhea versus Raquel in the Street Fight.
Rhea.
Definitely Rhea.
Change my mind.
Yeah. Jacob versus Solo for the United States Championship.
Oh, God.
Who cares? The whole shit's gotten old.
It's gonna be Jacob. Jacob's keeping it. I don't know who's gonna take it off at this point. That's gonna be wild.
He's like a Dom Light right now.
Yeah.
Like anything he does is like, yeah, you like that Dom Light. It's everything he does. Like he can do no wrong.
Yeah,
like,
no,
he
he's
can do no wrong.
Yeah.
He botches something, so what?
Yeah.
He fumbles his words, sucker and suckachaz, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's got this.
He just doesn't care. All right.
Oh, hold on. Before I forget, who else loved that Paul Heyman voice crack and then the LA Knight fucking voice crack back at him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then what's going on
with Heyman? That when Heyman was out there talking to LA Knight, whatever, was that SmackDown?
If it was SmackDown, I missed it.
Oh, yeah, Heyman was out. Fucking LA Knight was out. Heyman came out. And Heyman was talking, and his fucking voice cracked really bad. So then, when LA Knight was talking back to him, he like cracked his voice like really bad, like on purpose. It was terrible. Like it was. You'll have to find it, dude. You'll laugh your ass off. It was bad. Like it was awesome. Really bad.
Cena versus Punk. If it happens,
Cena's gonna win.
Cena.
If they put it on Punk overseas, people are going to lose their fucking mind. Lose their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Or they'll give it to Punk and then Rollins will cash in and fucking blah, 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 blah.
What's that?
Exactly.
I could see that happening.
That I think people would be whatever with if that was the outcome. But I also think it would kind of be bullshit because Punk actually, in my opinion, deserves the title. He's been back for a while now and has, he didn't get the AEW treatment. Be there
this
for
was
fucking
totally
3 months
different,
and get
but
a fucking title.
Yeah.
He actually, he was out for a while, injury, I get that, but
AEW needed him then.
Mm-hmm.
WWE didn't need him.
No, that was just a literal, culture shock to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, he's been good about just, doing his shit, doing whatever, doing good matches, doing good promos.
Yeah.
Dude's been back for whatever now. Give him a fucking title. But don't, do the bullshit of, I think that should be done with Goldberg. Let him fucking beat Gunther and then have fucking Rollins cash in on fucking...
Dude, that would be... Oh, my God, I would love
Goldberg?
that.
Yeah, because then Goldberg would win in his last match. He would be a champion. It would be in the books as him winning that championship. Seth comes out. Even if he has it for 30 seconds, he still technically gets it marked in the book of his career. Seth comes out, fucking cashes that shit in, blah, blah, blah. You take it off of him. Goldberg's out. You don't fucking need him. Seth's the fucking champion, which we really don't need in the first place. But... it wouldn't surprise me if it lined up to have Braun and that other dude that's with the fuck
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed, yeah.
Just call them the Braun Breakers. You'll never have to remember their name.
Have Seth champion and those two fucking tag team champions. Don't give them singles belts. Just give them the tag team champs, and have those three running around those fucking titles, and that will make for good shit down the road.
Only if their outfits match. And they got to be heavy red.
I don't know. That might be kind of weird with those two.
No, it's not.
He's like, no, it's not.
I just feel I don't know. Some people can pull off matching outfits, and then there's some people that just looks weird on. And I just feel like those two wearing something that's very similar or the same is just going to be weird.
Well, they pretty much already almost wear the same thing, except one wears without shorts, and the other one wears just the,
Yeah, yeah.
Lets his beef hang out.
So they should split it down the middle and have it so one is shorts, one leg is shorts, and the other leg is cut off.
No, one has a right leg and the other one has a left leg, and the other one.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And they should be called the fucking Braun Breakers. Sorry.
I like it.
I like it. It didn't sound like it.
That's what it should be. It should be only that. Asuka versus Jade Cargill for the Queen of the Ring.
Asuka. I'm going Asuka.
SummerSlam. What do we think?
I think Jade.
I think they're both deserving for different reasons. Asuka's
but again, Asuka just came back recently from injury and shit too, so it's just
I think it'll be Jade that wins it. She's gonna finally get her title shot.
Yeah.
And no matter who has it, she'll get it. I think.
Did we go over Orton and Cody?
Yeah.
They're next.
And then we have Orton and Cody.
Not to steal from Goldberg, but they're next.
I think Orton's gonna win it and then go to SummerSlam and fucking win his 15.
You think he's gonna win his 15?
Yeah, well, I think he's gonna win King of the Ring and go to SummerSlam and win.
Yeah.
Shit there.
I don't know, man. I don't like this match at all. I'm not a fan of this.
Do we think is there any chance that Goldberg does manage to win it and then literally not wrestle until SummerSlam?
Oh God, don't do that. No.
That's a Roman Reigns move. That's a fucking Brock
That's
Lesnar
worse.
move.
That's
Like,
worse. Because
Yeah.
Goldberg's not Roman Reigns.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's just like here's somebody. Here's your main title holder.
Oh,
I'll
just
see
real
him for a
quick,
few
I'm gonna
months.
go ahead and just pick Cody to win that match. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, what match? And then I remembered.
The Goldberg match.
Fucking weed, man. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just, I'm kind of over Cody. Like at this point in time with everything, I'm just kind of like, with Cody.
I want.
Not that I like hate him or want him to fucking go away. I'm just kind of like, okay.
Story wise,
I need Homelander Cody, man. I want him to pull on. I want Bullet Club in WWE. I want him, Styles, and
Prince.
Yes.
Prince Devitt.
Yes.
Devitt.
Yeah, Prince Devitt. What's his in Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Finn.
Huh? Finn
Finn.
Balor. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going for
Finn Balor. Like, I want the three of them.
But I want old Finn Balor back.
The demon.
I want the demon back. I want that Balor back. Like I mean, I like him.
Balor back.
And he's a phenomenal wrestler, but I don't like the Judgment Day Balor. I like the old
Has he
old
really
school
even
one.
sniffed the heavyweight since Seth injured him?
No.
Like what the how could that guy never get back? Are you kidding me?
I don't
they
know.
Put it on Owens before they put it back on Finn.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. It's not like it was Finn's fault.
Exactly.
Like it's like you punishing the dude because somebody threw him into a wall and his body was just like and like so it's like okay, fuck you, man. Like what?
Yeah.
Because of that and because of Sting, like I held resentment against Seth Rollins for a very long time until pretty much recently, to where I'm like, I really like what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, more than anything, but you know, it's because I credited Seth Rollins with the reason that we didn't get Sting versus Undertaker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Whatever universe that happened in, that universe is awesome. That universe has everything figured out. They got everything all right. So,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Talk about somebody who's never going to win a
All
belt.
right. Well, if you want to see what Joe
Drew get
also
naked.
thinks, make sure you tune in Saturday morning. Drew will be with him. Todd and I will not be here. We'll be on the road, not together, separately, going to different places.
I gotta go to the terrible state of Pennsylvania.
Ew, gross.
Also gross. Because
It
it's right
sucks because it's like,
right next to New Jersey. No.
well, it's the first
Doesn't
state.
help.
It's the first non-legal state I'm going to a concert in.
It's
What
not
world
legal.
are we living in? Really? That state is not. It's not legal for that state.
That state?
No,
Come on.
Pennsylvania is a non-legal state.
Is it because of the Dutch?
More
Pennsylvania
than
does it?
likely, those
Is it 'cause of
fucking
the
Dutch
Dutch?
bastards. Dutch and the Amish and shit. Motherfuckers. Throwing some fucking Amish dank.
They can't
fucking see
partake
them
in
at the
that?
farmer's market with their fucking bread and jam and just fucking jars of dank bud.
Legit question here. Are they not allowed to partake in that? Even
I
if
don't know.
they don't do anything to it, it just grows out of the ground.
I'm not 100% sure on that. Obviously, they're a very religious
Yeah,
folk,
that's why I'm
so
asking.
that's where I would probably lean towards no.
Okay.
Because even though if whatever you believe, you know, everything was put here for a reason, but people will be like, it's the devil's lettuce. And then you're just like, okay, whatever. It doesn't even taste good if you eat it in a salad. So I don't know what kind of
So
lettuce
then why
this
would you
is.
even do that?
But yeah, I would say no because of just them
Okay.
being like uber ultra religious. But yeah, I don't know why Pennsylvania sucks ass because the whole like Northeast is legal.
I wouldn't think it's because of them, but I was we were talking
It
about
might
it, so I thought I'd ask.
Todd, who are you going to see again?
311.
That's right.
They like to smoke weed.
That's the thing.
That's
Going to a fucking 311 show.
He turned into
I
Batman.
can't
He's like,
fucking smoke that. No, that's where like I'm excited that we're going to see Fish in New York, and then we're going to see Cypress Hill in New York.
Holy
So
crap.
like we can actually smoke weed at shows that are meant to smoke weed at.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll be going.
Did I tell you who's playing at the Cypress show, Garrett?
No.
No, that's Cypress, Atmosphere, Lupe Fiasco, and the Far Side.
Far Side? Hell yeah.
Far
Lupe
Side?
Fiasco? Yes.
I don't know who is in the Far Side currently, like if it's OG or not. I have to do some research on that. If it's OG, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like,
Yeah.
What will be left? Yes.
that's something that I've wanted to see. Like, I've wanted to see Cypress. Got to see them a couple of years ago. Fucking awesome show. I like seeing the Far Side. If it's like OG Far Side, like that's like
Yeah,
that's something I'm like I never thought would happen in life.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about Lupe Fiasco. There's one song. What's it? Things I Should Have Said, I think it's called. That song's incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be a stellar show. I can't remember what it's called. Like, I can't remember what it's called. It has something to do with pot, Cypress Hill, all of them.
I mean, yeah.
Also, if you really want a good fucking Cypress shit to listen to, they were in London last year with the orchestra, the like London Symphony Orchestra, and they did the whole, fuck, God,
That
Black
blows-
Sunday.
That
They did the
blows
whole-
my mind.
Yeah, it was fantastic. They did
What?
the whole Black Sunday album, with that orchestra.
That's awesome.
And then a bunch of songs afterwards, like, but it sounds incredible. Like, it's on Spotify and shit. And if you find video clips of it, like Be Real and Sen are dressed in like fucking tuxes, it's insane. Straight out the Simpsons, yo. But yeah, really good album. Like, I mean, good album in general, but good album done with that orchestra. Listen to
sure. I'm sure.
it. It's insane. No pun intended.
But yeah, so stay tuned here.
Yeah.
For later in the week.
Hmm.
Drew and Joe are going to be on Saturday, keeping us up to date so that we know what's going on. Is Night of Champions happening? We hope so.
We'll find out, y'all.
And we
We'll find
will
out.
see you all next Tuesday. Later.
Peace, bitches.